In today's energy clearing session, we're going to be looking at how to disconnect from media programming, from Hollywood programming, and what that means. So stay tuned. Hi, it's Robin from Vibration Elevation. And today's clearing is going to be a little different, like they've been kind of different lately. I'm not going to use a card. I got that I am supposed to do this clearing now. And for some reason, it is very important with what is happening in the world today. So I'm going to do it. We're going to be clearing media programming. And this can be from movies. It can be from TV shows, from the news, from YouTube videos. You know, it can be from so many different things. It's actually pretty easy for our energy fields, our subconscious mind to be programmed, especially when we're in a state of openness. So whether we're in a state of fear or whether we are in a state of like hypnosis, like if you are just hypnotized in front of a TV or in front of your computer, or when you go to bed, if you leave these media channels playing, whatever channel it is, you're basically open to the energy or the messages, the programming that they are putting out, because your conscious mind, which is the filter, is not on alert, right? So all of the information that they are putting out can just basically go right into your subconscious mind. Now, most of the time it does not really take hold, but it can, especially when it's being repeated or you're listening to the same type of thing, or you are watching the same types of movies. It all depends. And also in a movie, when you're really engaged in a movie, you know, like the type where you just almost lose yourself and you feel like the person or, you know, the character in the movie, you are actually taking that energy field into your own energy field. And it's a form of programming. Now, this does not have to be from right now or from recently. I had a client, this is a few years ago, where this client was in my office and he had a trauma, and we were looking at where, or, you know, when did this happen? And it was not in a past life, which they often are, but it was not in a past life. But in hypnosis, I took him back and he found himself as a 6-year-old child sitting in front of the TV. And that's where this trauma went in that affected his whole life. So I mean, it wasn't a huge thing. He wasn't totally disabled or, you know, couldn't function. It was just a nagging group of habits and thoughts that he had that all went back to a TV show. And when he cleared it, it was done. That was it. And so that's what we're going to do today. This clearing is going to be a little bit longer than most because I have to do the basic clearing and then go on into the programming. And so bear with me. Please listen to the entire clearing session because I'm going to integrate it all at the very end. And don't want to leave you activated. That's the one thing we don't want to do is when I do these clearing these sessions, I sometimes have to activate the stuff in your field to get it to go, right? And if you don't watch the entire thing, you can have it activated, but not cleared. And this is what happens when somebody gets activated, you know, when somebody gets triggered by something somebody says or by, you know, by whatever, and then they don't clear it, they're going to get triggered again and again and again. So we want to make sure that you get really, really clear. So do listen to the entire thing, okay? So other than that, you don't have to do anything. You can close your eyes. You can have your eyes opened. Just follow along with me and let's clear this. Okay, so that clearing is done, and that is a biggie. So I don't know how many times you should listen to this. You could listen a few times. I would suggest to listen a few times. And I would also suggest that you give this, download it if you'd like. I've left it here able to be downloaded. Download it or send this link to other people to clear programming, because that's what it's intended to do. And it will. We're in a crazy time where a lot of people are waking up. And one of the things when people, or when somebody wakes up, whether this is spiritually or, you know, what's going on in the world, whatever it is, when somebody wakes up, a lot of times it's common to realize how much programming or how much we are living out of our conditioned response and out of how we were programmed. And that is what this is intended to break. So if you know, when you think of something, if you think of something that like, wow, I might be programmed in that, or that movie did have a huge impact on me, maybe not in a good way. You know, you can think back, I'm sure, over some movies that were pretty scary. For example, Jaws. I mean, how many people to this day are afraid to go in the water after watching that movie? I know when I hear a bell like that, you know, the seal tower thing where that seal was on it, when I see seals on those and I hear the bell, I immediately think back to Jaws and what's under the water, right? Not great when you live in California. So what I will do is I will go back and I will listen to this again, listen to the clearing again with Jaws and that type of movie in mind, and it will clear it. Now I may have to listen to it 1 or 2 times, right? But you get what I mean. So you can listen to this as many times as you want. You can't do too much clearing. If you don't have the energy, nothing will happen. You cannot overclear. But please share this and help the people around you also clear their programming. All right. Thank you for listening or for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.